Right, so I've not really had any. I've been wanting to do a couple of things. Since Christmas, I've got myself a heroin and crack. Unfortunately, I've had a couple of slip ups in the past few months with crack, not heroin. But I was on morphine tablets and oxycodone. So, for the past 2 weeks, I've basically done what we call as the rattle. Um, Off the oxy and morphine. I should have filmed last week. It was hell, absolute hell. I've never experienced the withdrawals, even though I've done heroin and crack before. The tablets were another level, if I'm honest. But pharmaceutical drugs are way harder to get off than illicit drugs. But my next one is last week. I didn't smoke weed, and I've smoked weed since I was 12, and I'm 46. I've had it every day. Maybe a couple of days in my life that I've not. So for 7 days, I didn't have any weed because I've been skinned. Anyway, someone gave me some weed last night. Last night, and 3 drugs into my joint. I did turn up. It was only a little bit of bud. My mental health, and I would just like to say I've got multiple personality disorder with 14 diagnosed personalities, and 4 of those personalities have got complex PTSD. I've got a paranoid delusion disorder, and I'm very anxious. I'm very up and down. I flip about with my personalities, and when I smoke the joint, it's like someone had turned up a volume knob on my it just enhanced everything that I suffer with. And I've got voices in my head as well. A voice in my head, and I've got one that whispers in my ear. I've got attachment and detachment disorder. I've got a lot going on, but I've decided I've quit weed. This is just rolling. I think cigarettes may be next on the agenda because the only reason why I smoke weed, fags, is because I smoke weed. Now, I've got nicotine withdrawal because I'm struggling at the minute. I've got no fags, so this is unfortunately, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, what I call ashtray rolling. Basically, stock ends. But I am going to be recording my detox, if you want to call it, off weed. I'm going to try and put the camera on when I'm at my worst because I found cannabis is one of the hardest drugs to come off. I've never done it before. And say last week, I did most of my rattle through off cannabis, as you want to rattle as we call it, when I was rattling off my oxycodone, so it was all last week and the week before. So last week when I had no weed, 7 days is a long time for me to get 2 days and I'm fucking going nuts. But I managed to get through. I don't think the couple of joints I had last night, and I'm a dickhead because I only needed 3 drugs to know, but I still smoked it all just to prove a fucking point to myself. And I've always been, if it's there, I've got to finish it. Unfortunately, I've got addictive personality. But now knowing what and people have told me, but I've never believed them. And how I was when I ended up having the weed last night is how I am all the time. And I didn't realise it was weed, cannabis, THC. So that is this next few weeks. And I'm going to be bringing someone else into the channel. I'm not going to mention his name until he's willing to come on, but I'm going to be giving a friend who is unfortunately in a situation that didn't need to be in, but he needs a bit of a leg up, and he's homeless, and I've had my mum taken away from me and put in care. I'm struggling to be on my own, so I'm going to put him up and I'm going to get him off his shit. I'm going to help him because I know him, I've known him years. He's a good guy and he's got fucking skills like you wouldn't believe. So he has already started doing some stuff in my garden. He does like wood whittling. He can fucking. In fact, I'll show you. I asked him to do me a cross, right, and he did me that. I know it's only a little, but you ought to see the stuff he can do. Anyway, I want like a nice peaceful retreat in my garden, so I've got like quite a big garden, and he's building me like a wooden mud hut for me to chill in. We started the other day. It's mainly his thing, but it'll help him have something to do while he's coming off his shit. I'm gonna let him tell you what his issues are and stuff, or what his plans are, because it's not for me to say. But I'm hoping there's going to be a good welcome to the channel, and I hope that what we show you is very informative of the facts, because it's going to be raw. There's no editing. I'm a shit editor. I'll be using iPhone fucking movie. It's going to be very basic, but that's all we've got. So hopefully we can educate some people on the way. Where the fuck's my gone? On drugs, drug withdrawal, recovery, addiction problems, and staying off and staying clean. It's fucking hard. 46 years. There's only 12 of them that weren't taking drugs. That's a long time I've not been sober. So I hope that you lot will come on a journey with us. I'll try and introduce me to the channel in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days. But I think it'll be a good welcome to the channel. He's a good guy. He's just in a bad place, and I've got everything I don't want. I don't want to be here because of my mental health. I'm here because of my mum, unfortunately, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And unless I've got myself into a better place, the day my mum goes, I've already got my funeral paid for. I'll be following suit. I know that sounds harsh. A lot of people won't understand it, but you do not understand. You might get a bit of where my head is, but I really, really struggle with my mental health. I have a lot going on, voices, etc., etc. And it never stops. It constantly ridicules me, puts me down, strips me to pieces. This is one of the voice in my head. It's just my negative side. It's my voice. The one that whispers in me is a different story, and that'll be slowly opened up because it's very sectional stuff that is going on in my head. So I won't be saying a lot of it. Well, I just hope the journey's interesting for you all, and we get some subscribers. We don't really know what we're doing, but we've got to give it a go. So I hope you all enjoy the next few weeks of videos. I'm not going to be saying I'm posting on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or an evening, or every day. It'll be as and when, to be honest with you, until we get ourselves in a good place. Well, I'm in a better place, a really better place. I'm just struggling with mental health, whereas my mate is where I was at Christmas, pretty much. But like I say, that's not for me to comment on, that's for him, and how much he wants to let onto the population or public, if you want to say. So yeah, hope you enjoy our content. We're going to try and make it funny, because it's very, very serious coming off and having withdrawals and addiction issues. And I just hope it educates people on life. And I will be talking about a lot of my traumas and how I suffered and what's gone on, so people can understand why I'm like I am. But yeah, thanks for following. Press subscribe, the like and the bell.